say it'd be great if there was a glossary and there was only one man for the job. Our boy Louis, James and Flav community page, go follow him on Twitter as well. He's made a glossary for us, Flav. Check this out. A JAFFN dictionary. It's a beginner's guide to the in-jokes. It's absolutely stunning. It's so good.
I like the look of it.
It's good brand. I really like the branding of it. Yeah. Let's make sure everyone can see it. It's class. It's so good. So we've got a JAFFN dictionary. Now this is unbelievable. 49 slides. It's gone. So I'll run through it quickly.
49.
So JAFFN dictionary, beginner's guide to in jokes. Basic day-to-day. He's put this together beautifully. Basic day-to-day terms. Dry slug. A member of the JAFFN community who is a non-patron.
And you're a dry slug, so really you're like the lowest of the slug. Yeah.
So for anyone, I'll put a link to this in the description. If you are new to the podcast and you just want to get a bit of a, yeah,
you want to know what's going on,
get your intel on the in joke upon in joke upon in joke, then check it out. Great work from Louis. Well done, mate. So that's what a dry slug is, if you're wondering. A moist slug, a member of the JAFFN community who is a patron. So if you do want to be a moist slug, then please do get involved. Links in the description for patron. Moist is where it's at. Is what I'm saying. Become a moist. Join the moist revolution. Join the moist revolution. A sickie of slugs is the definition to the collective for a term of group of slugs. So a group of slugs is a sickie of slugs. Lugs, rugs and jugs, definition of subsections of slugs based on the initial of your first name. For example, a James would be a jug and a Flav would be a fug.
The formation of government is originally a collection of people who come together and put one person in charge to serve the needs of everybody. The minute that starts happening in the jugs and the rugs, then we've got problems, Jim.
Just checking in. Definition: when listening to the podcast, it is customary to go to the comments and inform people how you are in general and what's going on in your life, but only if you have something important to say.
But no, we're taking that back, aren't we?
We're going to take that back. We would like people just to check in.
To check in and let us know how they're doing.
And by the way, Sonny's absolutely fine. He's had exams. He's been very busy. So last week, I know a few people kindly were saying, "Can you just let us know if Sonny's all right?" He's absolutely fine. And Ben Spencer Walker's in the comments as well. So everyone's fine, which is wonderful. But make sure you just check in. Just checking in. Just checking in. Lads, just checking in with a petty act. Spoon pictures. Origins. Our community had a dark past of catfishing. Then one day, a wise young man called Tanvir, see Big Dog, see Big Dog, so that's coming later, suggested asking for pictures of people with spoons, as they are hard to fake. If you comment something James and or Flav being believed to be bullshit, they will ask you for a picture with a spoon. This is unbelievable.
Oh my good God.
There he is. There he is. Ben Jukes. Great work, my son. What a comeback. Less of that. The definition. If somebody steps out of line within the comments, they are reminded to behave properly with a simple less of that reply. It was another person got involved in the conversation. He said, less of that, pal. Bit of a reach. John Throp said, I've taken this into account and I may have gone too far. Need to scrub up on my Rome chat. JAFFN quotes and moments. Frank's done a sickie. Flav's dog, Frank, wants to do sick mid-pod. Like the caring father he is. Flav turned around and said, Frank, have you done a little sickie? The next year. No, I don't. Not sure.
Oh. My dog's having a little sick up. Can you hear that?
Right.
Sick up. You're a little sick, Frank.
You're a little sickie. A little sick. A little sick.
Yeah. He's sick on the...
You're a little sickie. You're a little sickie, do you?
Frank, you're a little sickie. He's looking at me like, what? He's like that. Frank, you're a little sickie on the
little sickie. Little sickie, was it? Little sickie. Little sickie. Oh, little sickie. You're gonna eat it. You're gonna eat it later. You're gonna eat it later.
You're gonna eat it.
You're gonna come back to that.
He looks so confused. He's so confused looking at me.
You're gonna eat it later, are you?
Eat it off the floor later, Frankie. Boy.
Poch bummed the kids. When talking about Pochettino being sacked, Flav said that he had to go and that it was like he had bummed the children because once you've bummed a child, it's very hard to come back from that.
Pochettino, he's like, he's bummed the kids, isn't he?
What? What?
He's bummed the kids. You can't forgive him after bumming the kids.
Oh my God, that's the worst thing you've ever said on this. bum the kids. You want them? Oh my god. I would say explain yourself. It's a great one.
I mean, agreed. Sandwich. Origins. 17th of February 2020, James and Flav sat in James' flat and hit record on what presumably thought would be a normal podcast. Little did they know that 23 minutes in, while discussing giving away on his wedding day, Flav would accidentally say the word sandwich and have no idea why he said it. History was made that day. It is now a JAFFN custom to fill all awkward silences with the word sandwich.
Mate.
Yeah, I've got a few mate came.
So have I.
Have you?
Yeah. My people are giving me away. Giving me away.
You can have him for £5.
£5 sandwich.
No more.
I have no idea why the word sandwich came out of my mouth. I have no idea where the word sandwich came. Jim to Jim, you just go sandwich. What do I say?
Quotes and references. What a goal, G. Flav showed James a TikTok. Yeah, we'll skirt past that.
That's the speakers.
Yeah.
Right. Back to the beginning, please.
I've seen this.
Right, good. And then press play, please.
Nico Rasclap Pepper, you don't know. What a goal, G.
What the f*** are you doing with your tongue? Second, turn it off. I can't watch it again.
Nico
Hang on, we need to watch
Rasclap
it one more
Pepper,
time
you
for the
don't
site.
know. What a goal, G.
What's a goal, G? It was a good goal. He ain't won nothing. When a manager hasn't proven himself to be winning anything, Flav and James will often quote FTV Robbie from a Bull Street video where he informed Flav that Poch hadn't won anything.
What has he won?
Robbie was right.
Robbie, so can you cut the video in? Can you find it and cut it in?
What?
The Bull Street video. The video we did with Bull Street.
What?
Me, you fucking made me do this.
You decide?
You stood me next to fucking.
Yeah, we ain't won nothing. Yeah.
cut
Robbie with his giant hands.
But what has he won?
Won nothing.
It won nothing.
A tenner were bigger at the time. You're like a fucking woman to me. I'd love to run you over. Flav showed James a real clip of an actual argument between Jamie Redknapp and Roy Keane in which these quotes are used. These quotes can now be used in many different contexts.
Like a fucking woman to me. I'd love to run you over. You can't call yourself a Spice Girl. A Spice Boy if you've never spotted a Spice Girl. And you go, well, it's fucking eternal.
Eternal were fit. Football. The signal, a circular hand gesture, would mark the end of witty banter at the beginning of the high-quality football chat. Right. Give the signal, Flav. Give the signal. Okay.
What we've done the football, me?
We're sort of dipping into it now. I don't really feel like we have done the football, have we?
I thought we had. Go on now.
One or two Derby games. Definition of the high-pitched battle cry that James uses to signal the beginning of the Derby games bit. See Derby games. Flav cannot hear this battle cry as it's too high-pitched to travel through Discord. Glue.
Never heard it.
Giving a football team glue is a phrase used to describe when James and Flav back a team that are struggling, such as Manchester United or Sheffield United, and the team instantly start to improve due to James and Flav's immense influence and power. Let's do some Chef Glue United, because I tell you what, mate, we are tearing up the Football League right now. This is unbelievable.
People are still tweeting me like they're doubting us, like they're still surprised. The thing, look, I tell you what, don't tweet me. If I tweet James and see the Sheffield United score, don't tweet me and tell me the score because I know our power.
They've done it again.
You're not educating me on anything. 3 in 4 games they've won.
Cracks. Definition. A phrase used to describe when James and Flav begin to point out things going wrong at a successful club such as Liverpool, and the team instantly go on a bad run of form due to James and Flav's immense influence and power. All cracks right now. I'll tell you that for free. Because Liverpool, let's have a quick gander at the Premier League table here. And actually, here's the question we need to answer: who's going to win this bloody thing? Who wants it? But if you look closely at positions 1 and 2, there's a nice big dollop of man glue drifting into some Liverpool cracks here. As I said, football podcast, a phrase used when the podcast goes on a tangent about wangs or seagulls to remind listeners this is in fact a football podcast. Brian O'Meara, while the pod is seemingly getting better and better, it is becoming increasingly difficult to describe/recommend. It's kind of a football podcast, but mainly focuses on slugs, gulls, and crying children. Fingers in mouth. Fingers in mouths. In season 1 of Jaff and James and Flav told Flav his wife was cautious about him going to football because of the small disease that was kicking about called COVID-19. Flav then joked about the fact that whenever QPR score a goal, the fans at Loftus Road all start sticking their fingers in each other's mouth. It is now customary that whenever anything good happens to your club, you stick your fingers in your mouth.
I can't believe he scored, but I'll be like, boom, 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 boom. High fives all the way around. Yeah, kiss it, just like put my fingers in their mouth. It's what we do.
It's the way you celebrate goals down off the front.
Yeah, don't you? yeah. Trev, come on, we're all doing it.
Something's happening here. I think it's an easy one.
I think
Don't you ever see QPR in Europe?
the way we're playing at the moment. Yeah.
Do you think you're coming up?
We're already playing the continental style of football.
Do you think you're coming up?
Do you know what? I'm telling you,
Have
man.
you drunk the Kool-Aid?
Something's happening. Something is going on down there.
Calm take. A football calm take. Considered on subject usually overhyped. Quick calm take from Fam. We went for a walk and she saw some shit. She went, "It's just hay with an ugly casing." Brave take. A footballing take, which is wild, risky, and brave, and may evoke a backlash, but can be admitted on JAFFN as it is in our safe space.
Can I say something that's a bit controversial?
Go on then.
He's not that good. He's well overrated.
Wow.
It's just like, you listen to it, it's like, all right. Like,
Good, but good. when you know a player team is good, but you're unsure that they are good enough, you may ask they're good, but are they good?
He's leading, but can he lead? Which is a twist on he's good, but is he good?
Yeah.
Which on the
Bits. What have you won? Made? Done? Viewers leaving the comments things that they've won. What have you done? According to Prickle Fingers, new item, things you've done. I just opened a Miller corner without dropping any of the creamy yogurt on the lid into the yogurt. The lid was clean. Did I just achieve the impossible? I think you did. An easy one. Oh, hang on. Forget it. Home wins. It's a bit structure. James and Flav read out stories of the comments about times that you had no idea how to do a DIY job or fix something, but managed to blag your way into fixing it, thus giving you the right to walk around the house like a king. All comments are read out by James' alter ego Cockney Alcott.
all the people, so many people, and they call a handyman. Your handyman's at home tonight. It's a home win.
Shark facts and news, an edutainment bit where Flav and James teach us all about the fascinating animal sharks and are kept up to date with sharks news. Flav likes sharks. This is in no way sexual. He just likes them.
I'm more of a traditionalist when it comes to sort of sharp. Good.
Crying children. I think that's self-explanatory.
Yeah, and they're not helping him like a good film, like a good cameraman.
A good documentary maker. Yeah.
Focus on the face, capture the pain. You can get the tears. Money in the bank.
Badge chat. Bit's dead, so don't worry about that.
Teat.
Yeah, wolf tits.
We are the wolf tits lovers. We love wolf tits.
So we wondered what on earth was going on here. Reactive clubs also dead. Don't worry about it.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
BDA is when we give you advice.
What is birds and that? People don't know.
Birds and that, for those who don't know, is basically Flame's advice. So you've got any lady trouble, get in touch. Me and Flav will sort you out. Derby games. I think if you don't understand Derby games, then I don't want you here. Out. One for the weekend. One for the weekend was a podcast we did initially on the Bull Street channel. It's a small channel, much less subs than me, so don't worry about it. Footballers Wangs is one on that. It's an X-bit where people would send in stories about the times they caught a glimpse of a footballer's piece. Notably, entrants include Carlton Palmer at Alton Towers, Harry Redknapp at Christmas Do. The bit is well loved for the theme tune. Footballers Wangs can happen to you. Look at James, he saw tells. Occasionally it happens, but you know you've got to be strong.
So what a court of his piece.
That was the best. Whoever said that, genius.
Footballers Wangs can
happen to you. Look at James.
I saw tells. Occasionally it happens. But you know you gotta let us know in the comments.
White Teeth Chronicles, unbelievable story. Again, Go search White Teeth Chronicles. Explosive concoction of vengeance. Bang! Yes! Yes! Smashes him! And it's amazing. Adam, we're going into these are old people that we. So if you ever hear us talking about Adam, we're talking about
the one.
our boy.
Adam on the ones and twos.
Who was on the ones and twos. Lovely man. Great man.
We're seeing Adam soon on the 21st of June.
He's a Brentford fan. Good egg. Was known primarily for being good looking and for his dating escapades with Sainsbury's girl. Do you know Sainsbury's girl? You remember that?
Sainsbury's girl. Yeah, that is and didn't someone figure out what Sainsbury's she was actually working
Yeah,
at?
and then we panicked. Yeah,
We panicked. Like, stop.
Yeah, and also known for bottling things.
I don't think he needs the ghoster, but he needs to.
The old Adam ghost.
That was spooky.
And Big Dog. I love the pictures he's used here for Big Dog. The nickname given to Tanvir on the ones and twos, who took over from Adam and was well loved for two things: being an absolute lady killer and helping out.
Fuck, I've forgotten all about this. So this is when we got people to draw what they think Tanvir looked like.
Yeah.
And was it like that? I mean, neither of those look like Tanvir, to be fair.
Ash has done this whilst he was doing his A-levels. So he's gone for a darker kind of brown, a bit more of a rouge in this Sam's brown. But he's gone with the second clue that you gave last week, Flav, that Tanvir has a beard.
Yeah. And the phone call was it was a bit that we had back in the day.
No, I'm not going to pick up. Oh, wait! I'm getting ready. Hello?
It's me! Hey. Big weekend, isn't it? Big weekend. Exciting times, isn't it? You gotta be buzzing. Who is it? It's me, mate. It's me.
I don't know who you are.
I go by many names. Young man. Yeah, you remember me? Come on. I'm the main man. I'm the main man this weekend.
I don't know who you are.
Rumble and Rumbelows was his name. It's me, innit? Remember?
Is that a song?
Alright, let me try again. Milky. It's me, Milky.
Milky.
Little W? No?
No.
At the Coca Cup. No?
Oh.
No, Carabao Cup.
What?
Carabao Cup. I'm the fucking League Cup. Alright? It's me, the fucking League Cup.
Oh.
Twinkles was a imaginary nightclub where I would chat up Flav using football statistics. I'm ill, so I haven't really got much thrust in me. I'll give you one good one. There you go.
Who does that though? Who actually does that during sex? Like who does that?
Are the random words and phrases? Oh, heel, insert word here. Think of a dramatic scene in a sports movie where it seems like the team's best player will be unable to play, and then there's a drastic plot twist, and someone states, oh, he'll play, and he'll win.
So he can play.
Oh, he can play.
He will. He'll play.
Live Jasmine, yeah. A game where you turn to your mate during a normal conversation and say, live Jasmine, yeah? Or simply the word brazzers and see their reaction. Seagulls and trees. During a bit where slugs comment... Oh, this is the last one, I think. And during a bit where slugs comment mind-blowing facts, a slug stated that seagulls cannot sit on trees because of their webbed feet. This led to a bit called Seagull Facts. Clarky Beach, just checking in, just a thought. You never see a seagull in a tree.
Yeah,
You don't.
I've never seen a seagull. It's probably something to do. Seagulls got webbed feet, haven't they? Yeah.
And that's it. So you should be caught up now. No excuse now. This podcast is gonna fly.